Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Yay, a brand new day. Definitely a thumbs up on that. It is good to metabolize. I'm continuing to metabolize. Hopefully you are going to continue metabolizing. Definitely a thumbs up on all that for all of us that are metabolizing. For those of us that are no longer metabolizing, well, hopefully your death flower is beautiful. So, thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, my topics just vanished. There we are. Oh, I don't even have it up. Good morning. I have not a lot that I thought about yesterday. I was busy doing recording and trying to just be alive, and I was busy with stuff, and I didn't get some stuff done, and I was both foolish and not. Because of my shoes and my feet, I am not wearing my shoes during the day right now. I did that all day yesterday. That would have been good, but foolishly I didn't wear my support stockings all day. And when I was younger, 20 years in back, I burned out the lymph system in my lower legs when I got cellulitis so much. Very serious infection that can kill you, and I've almost died from it many times. But it burned out the lymph system in my lower extremities, my legs, and so the fluid does not move out of them as well, and so I tend to have swollen lower extremities more than normal because I can't get the fluid out. That's why I wear support stockings. They only go up to my knees because I only swell up like from my feet, my lower legs. I didn't wear them because of the pain. By the time I decided to go out walkies, my feet became swollen meat pumpkins. Not incredibly, not horrifically, but they were swollen because I wasn't wearing my stockings. Or the shoes, but in general, shoes help. The ones I have now, not really. I have dead skin here. My apologies. I have to get a tissue and take care of that. It's bugging me in. Hopefully it doesn't look horrific. Gotta love that. Dry dead skin. Yay. But with my swollen feet, I push them into my shoes that are already too small. Even though I put duct tape over parts of my feet so that it would reduce the friction, it was horrifically painful. All I could concentrate on was the sheer agony I was in by the time I got back. A lot of the pain is just my feet. I have fibromyalgia, stuff like that, and it's just I have pain. And so I can be laying in bed. Back when I could have, my legs covered before I was cramping, and so over this past year, but before that, I could just have a sheet, laying, not with pressure, just laying on top of one of my toes. And the pressure of just the sheet laying on top of a toe would feel like there was a match burning me just from touching. So yeah, having actual damage and hurt and open wounds and blisters. My left foot, I lived better with that one, and it's largely healing up really, really good. But it also hurts so much. And my right foot, my poor little toe is blistered and swollen and slowly getting better in some areas and not in others. And that was only from 2 hours walking in the shoe, and I can't wear these shoes. But I don't have any other shoes, so I'm gonna have to wear the shoes to go buy shoes. Walmart is 3 miles away. It's going to be a fun walk there, and I'm going to have to hope that they have some extra wide shoes, because by the time I get there, it's going to be bad. I walk 4 point something miles in town here, and that was so bad I could barely survive. So I can't really wear these shoes, and I shouldn't because it's bad. But of course I have to go pay for my post office box, and I have to go pay my rent today, which means I'm gonna be really hurting. Yay! Life is life. I gotta deal with the issues somehow. So it's just stuff that's happening. I'm still trying to be as creative as possible with all of these things going on. You know, mentally, I'm doing a whole lot better since I've came to the revelation of why I was being so depressed with things happening and what I have to do. Just understanding that I have to put more effort and pressure into some things has helped. I have been able to let go, excuse me, and release a lot of things. You want to stay aware of issues. Like, I'm still aware, of course, of everything that's happening in Texas. And I am upset about it, and I would like it to change, but I'm not internalizing it because I have no power. There's nothing I can do. It's good to keep in mind because if in the future something does happen where I will have maybe a vote or $1 to spend or not spend, let that influence me, of course. But don't internalize it because past that, I'm powerless. I can only hope that others with power will do good things. So I've been feeling a lot better. I mean, life is bad, but you can only do what you can do. And as stated, when you can spend your whole life doing things trying to make as small a carbon footprint as possible, and your entire life's work can be just destroyed with a 1-hour accident from a major corporation, you can't internalize all this. We are powerless. So, still trying to be as creative as possible, still trying to think on various things, and I've got stuff written down about stuff I want to talk about and stuff that I want to not talk about. A lot of it dealing with just the creative writing stuff and the creative framework for the cosmic horror things, and just thinking about the various cosmic horrors. Because part of it, I've mentioned, with the one cosmic horror, Haki, who's very fascinated with dream and dreaming, and how this is the one cosmic horror out of all of them that it could be considered nice, and that it doesn't have its focus attention on just its own needs throughout the multiverse. It's fascinated by and just fallen in love with the same things that Dream does. Because, as I mentioned, when it found Dream just out and it's going out and adventuring, and when I say dream, it's like, yeah, it's a being and a place out here for creatures like us out in the ungodden, where when we dream, our minds take the quantum trip there, and we are there, but it's also a being and a location. Very, very complex. And when Haki found it, it was just, like, hey, I'm this, I do this, I don't care about anything, started to tear its way in to find out what was going on. And the blast of fear and terror and outrage went right past its shielding because it was not expecting that, and it came to the full understanding that there are others out there other than just myself and family that matter. But it wasn't just the fear and the outrage and all that came through. It also got blasted with a huge amount of things like the caring and the love that this being has for all of us. The Gokura, the numberless, the prey. I mean, literally, in 1 second, there are more femtoseconds than there have been regular seconds from the time the dinosaurs died 65 million years ago and right now. And that's a fairly large portion of time. There are, inside the femtoseconds, there are zeptoseconds. So far, that's the smallest unit of time we have been able to locate, but there are smaller. And each and every time one of those small clicks of time passes, every single particle in the universe spawns and infinite and almost infinite, but still a regular integer, but something so big the number would make our brains explode, number of universes, every particle, and then working its way up to every object, everything, every cell, every person, every decision you make, each one of those spawning a new universe. We're numberless. There's too many to care, and yet the Draylan's dream does, and that pushed through into Haki as well. It not only got blasted with the fear and the outrage and the terror, but also its caring, its love for those that others have no love for. And with all that, it withdrew, let Dream recover, and then basically said, I say basically because it's all metaphorical, I am very sorry. During all this, I noticed your love for these things. I am interested. Can you teach me if you would care? And with a genuine showing of remorse and regret and interest, they have since become I can't say a couple because they're two individual different beings of individual different types, but Haki is just in love with us and what we do and observes through Dream. And that's good. Thumbs up for that. The others of the cosmic horrors are largely independent and solitary as well, but more solitary in many different ways. Haki is solitary in that it does not go with its family, but it's also not in that it is constantly observing just with endless fascination and love whenever we dream. So it's alone, but not. And then of course there's the ones like Tamakanoso, who runs with its pack throughout the multiverse, running and eating and eating and running, and it's not by itself. But of course the others, like Jimare, who is immobile and alone in the infinite abandoned city. Two others like Gotsi Ray, who travels throughout the multiverse because it finds normal space, normal matter just to be so confining. So it travels through the Ungabe, the soap film that insulates universes from each other within the multiverse, a place that is strange and bizarre, where gravity runs like water and stars can pump out anti-light, and it's a weird place. Thumbs up for that. So, very cool. I've been working on all these things, and of course still trying to work on and figure out things for the bone-hurting juice world, and working on characters and all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've worked on a lot with what the culture of the zombie plague people, the people of the Calendris, would be like. I mean, because they are adamant about what they are, and they are also very understanding of their origins. They are a zombie plague, a magical zombie plague that ran through this entire place and killed everyone. But while their origins are that, they are very, very firm in letting you know, I am not the plague. If it weren't for it, I wouldn't be here. Yes, I am a byproduct of it, but I am not it. Just as we, mind is a product of brain. I am not my brain, but I am a byproduct of it. So they understand. They are not the plague, but without it, they wouldn't exist. Because yes, the plague killed everybody, and the magical energy is still sizzling inside them, but slowly they are just becoming sentient, and they're not the plague becoming sentient, it's the individuals becoming sentient with the plague still animating them. And they know this and they understand that, and that's pretty weird right there. So what kind of society do you have when you don't need to eat, you don't need to drink, you don't really need to sleep, you don't need to really gather for protection? What's going to eat you? Your bones. So they're making up everything as they're going along, and it's hard work. But some of them also just have that wanderlust, that itchiness, and that's where one of the main characters, Ilchenka, one of these individuals from the Calendras, she's just itchy like the others too. Every couple of years she's gotta get up and head out and take a risk because life is just boring and it's itchy. Gotta get moving, gotta get out. Let's go see what we can find that might kill us. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and I think there's only about 10 people left comments. Well, life is life, it happens. So I'm going to go through and thank these people. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. Thumbs up for that. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I caught an American Sign Language, well, with my depression and fibro and more, I'm doing good. A lot better than I have been, but hokey smokes. One day. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Javalia Amalia, I sure hope I'm close. Greatly appreciated. Quizzy on Demand, thumbs up and thank you. ELCHEREYES 47511, thumbs up. Sort of. Denial, greatly appreciated. Infinity, thumbs up and thank you for asking. Jonathan Fergamond, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. And I know I did not pronounce your name properly, but greatly appreciated. Lucas Chope, TSCHOEP, thumbs up. ANCHITSHETHIA, thumbs up and thank you. Anime fan, greatly appreciated. Howard T. Duck, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. And that is it. 11 people that left me comments in the past 24 hours, which is, thumbs up and thank you. Greatly, greatly appreciated. None of you are required to leave comments, so the fact that anyone does is appreciated. Thumbs up. And with my hands in the air, I don't know where the text box would be because I do not know what device you are watching this on. But if you can find the text description for the video, inside I have links to all of my channels, and I have links to things like my Twitter, my Facebook, my Patreon, and if you could become a patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Excuse me. These people allow me to feed my cat, to feed myself, to get pain medication, to help pay for rent. It is appreciated to no end. You're helping to keep me alive, and I like that. Thank you. If you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, I have a PayPal link down below where you can send money. That would be appreciated, and thank you. And if you'd like to help me out, I need to update my Amazon wish list link as well, but it's there with hopefully things like cat food on it. Again, I gotta double check it to make sure. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I do deposit them in the bank of my heart where I do draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell, wherever it happens to be, on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Thumbs up and thank you so much. Yay! So yeah, I got busy stuff to do today, and it's going to be a lot of agony when I have to walk like 4 miles out there with my feet again. So, oh boy, I'm looking forward to the agony. Still though, the United States is one of the largest hotspots in the entire world for the Kofefe bug. And we have deaths that are shooting out of control. We are getting variants that are now able to make it past the vaccine because people will not get vaxxed or wear masks or treat this seriously. If you have to go out amongst people, wear a mask, wash your hands often, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, try to stay alive. This thing is not a hoax, it's not political, it is a disease. And boy, the human race is, especially here in America, failing pretty hard this simple IQ test. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is, well, a very good thing in my book.